Beautiful Aquarius, how you doing? My name is Miss Shelley. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your love and your continual support. So it is 6:57 a.m. Today is July 10th. Let's see what we get for your daily, Aquarius. For Aquarius, that one wants to come over here. We have the adventurer with the number 5, Aquarius, almost like the Fool energy. All right, there are some changes that are taking place, but it's important for you to stay flexible, and this energy is what I'm getting today. Something unexpected may happen today as well, but again, it's important to stay flexible and adaptable. Don't look at things as good or bad. The gray area is super important. With this number 5 here, the gray area is important is what I'm getting. But this is an excellent time, Aquarius, for you to kind of look over things that you have already started. Okay, so like unfinished work, unfinished conversations, reconnect with people, that you have missed. That could happen today. Or return to some sort of ideal that, like I said, unfinished work or some sort of project or something you started in your home and you didn't get a chance to finish it. Or there could even be an ideal that deserves a little bit more of your attention. Okay? I'm getting leap, all right? With the it's giving me the Fool energy for some reason. So even though there's a number 5, there's like changes that need to be looked at that you haven't gotten around to finishing or completing, because today the number 10 does talk about the actual completion of things. Okay, adaptability will lead to growth is what this card is saying. Embrace change as well as you can, and stay flexible and adaptable on today. It's all about embracing change and diversity, but what I want to say is that it's important that you notice the changes. Okay, observe the changes here, Aquarius, is what I'm truly getting. Let's see what it's all about today, Aquarius. We're still in Mercury retrograde, right? So the energy will really flow nicely with this revisiting unfinished work, unfinished conversations. And again, if there are any changes that are taking place that are unexpected, the gray area matters. So don't be, try not to be so fixed. We did, have the moon transit through Taurus, and Taurus is about slowing down a little bit and being a little bit more practical. Productivity versus, fast movement. Okay. So the Fool, which is what I'm seeing here, it does represent new beginnings. However, the Fool has to stay connected to Spirit, God, Source, the Most High, and listening to the intuitive energy, like being discernment. Is it okay for me to leap in, or should I wait a little while, right? Because we don't want to fall off any cliffs and things like that. So I'm getting the energy to really pay attention to your intuition. It's going to help you a lot, okay? Also, if you don't know, you don't know. It's okay. You don't have to make a decision right now. You can wait. I'm also getting, again, it's important to notice the little itty bitty changes, because that's that practicality as well. It's like making small adjustments to have quality and productivity that works for you versus quantity or even speed. Okay. The Fool is very curious as well, right? So curiosity could lead the day today as well, as opposed to trying to hold on to end results or outcomes. This is just what I'm getting intuitively. Yeah, in a calm and balanced and peaceful way here. Okay? Discernment with the Queen of Swords. Moving we don't have to move so fast. Four of Swords. Calm. Rest. You know, that energy has passed us already. You know, where it seems like everything is hectic, everything's speeding up. Oh, we got to beat out time and things like that. Not now. Not today. Okay? Something has already completed itself. We've already gone through some sort of cycle here. And so it's, you know, because literally it says here, rest after burnout. That describes the energy right there. And with the Queen of Swords, this is doing things in a discerning, educated way, you know, in a smart and intelligent way, okay? So there could be some messages coming in today as well, Aquarius, that you may not be expecting. You could feel as though you're already comfortable with the decisions that you have made, and then when you wake up and you move further into the day, it's like you might even be questioning it, is what I'm seeing here as well. Or this could be a conversation. Somebody is easy breezy about what your let's say this is an example. Let's say this is in regards to work. Somebody's real laid back, calm, and they're already, in tune with what they want to do. They've already made up their mind and they're pretty cool about it. And someone else is the complete opposite. They want to know every detail. They want to dig in a little bit deeper. They want to, ask more questions and things like that. It could be that type of polarity that is taking place with you and others. It could be relationships, romantic, non-romantic. It could even be within yourself. And that's okay. It's okay to lay in the gray area. You don't have to have the answers all at once. Yeah, with the Page of Wands reverse. So some unexpected news may come in, and you may have, this might spill over like a delay, so there may be some sort of delay in plans, or like I mentioned, it's like, okay, I thought I wanted to do it like that, but now it's like, nah, I might just wait. Because the Page of Wands is that adventurous, activated, passionate kind of energy. So let's get another one. You might get real serious about something here, or somebody else does. Like I said, this could be later on in the afternoon, later on today, because it looks like the beginning of the day is nice and peaceful here. Yeah, it may need to be a different decision, It might need to be, you might be going back and forth with yourself, back and forth with someone else. Needing to pick and choose. I am getting pick and choose your battles, okay? It's not that serious, okay? We could be feeling a little bit, overwhelmed, but I would ask you not to be overwhelmed. You know what I mean? Things are definitely more in a slow pace. So the advice that I was getting in my mind's eye was to stay flexible and adaptable, especially with this card here. Because little minor changes may be taking place. It's important for you to notice the change so that you stay in flow, so that you stay balanced, because I'm getting the energy here that balance is super important. Something could come up with your resources. You could be having discussions about, money, resources, contacts. I thought you had that, I thought you told me that you had that in the bag. It's like, nah, something then came up, or plans change. Yes. Bottom of the deck we have the Four of Wands. Yeah, but everything turns out good here, Aquarius, I feel. I'm also getting that there could be some sort of event, family gathering. Maybe you're having these type of conversations with family, friends, or even your children, You could be having some sort of conversation with these folks. Some of you, there is some sort of money coming in is also what I'm getting here. Oh, look at that. My baby, Chrissy, just confirmed. That was an omen. She chimed in on that one. So there's some sort of money coming in, some sort of success or a threshold that you have crossed. I'm also getting with the Four of Wands here. This could be talking about someone that we live with, care about, family member, a husband, a wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, a co-parenting kind of situation, whoever they are. It could even be a best friend, right? This could be the person that is, it's the polarity of it all, okay? That could be the person, but at the end of the day, it's all about balance, Aquarius, and it's all about quality. It's not about how much, it's about how good, It's not about if it works or if it doesn't. It's about how well we work together. It's something like that. There could also be something about legalities here for you, Aquarius. Something could be on the back of your mind regarding legalities, contracts, money. This could even be about your stocks, or trade. Stocks or trading or something like that. All right. You could be transferring money from one account to the other. You could be being asked to look over something. Okay. Pay attention to something. Look over something. If you haven't heard from somebody, like I mentioned, whether it's romantically or even business wise, hey, I've been looking for that letter in the mail. I've been looking for that approval. I've been looking for that document. I've been looking for, that correspondence, whatever it is. You might want to, look into it. Something might cost a little bit more money than what you thought it would as well. But don't judge it as good or bad. It's happening for a reason. There are changes in the air, and it's important for you to stay flexible, because whatever's happening now is going to bring you freedom and success later. It's important to notice the change. So sit back, observe, behold, you know what I mean? And within yourself also, Aquarius, okay? What little minor changes are you making? Because those little minor changes are going to add up to something really good. Hopefully, right? It should be. Like I said, the gray area matters. And with the Four of Wands, it's like all these little changes are going to make something great happen for you at the end of the day or at the end of the road. Okay? Somebody's building a firm foundation. Little steps at a time. That's what today is about. What do we have here, Spirit? Always tell the truth. Okay. So this is not holding back your feelings. You could be thinking that about somebody else. So like I said, it's like, I thought you had this in the bag. I thought you said, what happened to that plan? And so you may be feeling as though someone wasn't totally honest with you. But, things happen. That might be true. It might not be, I'm not sure. Limit screen time. Okay, yeah. All right. So it's important to protect your energy. Okay. It's important to get your rest. It's important to give yourself peace, right? Give yourself peace and quiet if you can. The snake energy here is transformation. And it's what I was saying. If you're distracted, you may not notice the little changes, Aquarius. And so it's super important for you not to get distracted with things that you don't have to be distracted with. It's important for you to take some me time as well, because this transformation or transmutation is talking about within you. Okay, especially with Gemini energy, one moment you may feel like, okay, I got this together. And then later on, it's like you're questioning everything about the decision that you made. So, if we spend some time, with ourselves in a grounded energy, we will be able to notice the little small changes, and we'll be able to maintain our balance. Okay. We won't jump in so fast. That's what I'm kind of getting. Don't, jump in and commit too fast. Even if you do, stay flexible and adaptable. Okay, I do see something coming to light with this always tell the truth. But what I'm getting here also is that you may feel this about somebody else, and there's also something coming to light here. But it's like I said, you don't have all the answers, but it will emerge. It will emerge or so. Maybe not all of it today, maybe a little bit of it today. Okay, maybe you'll notice a little bit of difference today. Some of you can notice a difference in your mood today. You know, you may want to have quiet time. You may want to slow things down a little bit, okay, Aquarius? And that's fine, you know? It's okay to say no. That's what she's like, no. Okay? There could be somebody around you that you feel is a little bit bottom of the deck, it says embrace your uniqueness, but you see how some fish are going this way, the main one is going that way, but these are going that way. That's what I'm talking about, polarities. It's really important for flow. Okay, it's important for you to acknowledge where you're at in it too, right? And that's, you know, that might be some changes that's taking place within you, Aquarius. All right, let's go ahead, bring out one of these for beautiful Aquarius spirit. We're going to let one pull. Oh, okay, Aquarius. Let's see. I brought this out on purpose. Okay, let's see. For beautiful Aquarius. Grace, not perfection. That's how you grow. All right, Aquarius. Until next time.